We're not here to fight. We need your help.
Even though literally every time we talk to you, you double-cross us, kidnap us, or threaten to destroy everything we love.
Maybe we are here for a fight.
Guys!
He will say yes. Make him say yes.
Hello and good morning.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the raid.
Yeah, Mamoto UK or Mamoto K. Thank you for the raid. Ah! Evelyn Art Studio, thank you for the
5 months, baby. Be happy to be supporting you in any way I can. Doig GSW Ka Doig GSW Verb.
Aw, thank you.
Thanks very much.
so much. Oh, we appreciate it, Evelyn. Big hugs. Yeah. Miss Sugar Pop, I'm really sorry that we're starting so late today. I don't think any of our alarms went off, so we ended up waking up way later than we usually do. This is normally the time every day when we stop streaming. But today, we're starting at 9:30 AM our time instead of 7:30 AM our time. So
Yeah.
we're really sorry to everyone who like maybe it's got too late for now. That's completely our bad. We slept through / didn't set the alarm.
I don't know what happened. I rolled over and I was like, I'm just going to check the time. Oh.
It's 9. Oh no.
9.
Mamo is fine. I'm going to call you Mamo from now on then, because that's cute. Yeah, do the alarm? I don't know, man. Normally we use my iPad, but...
Is your screen showable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do need to put NDI on. There you go.
Alright. flipping us over in 3, 2. You watched Rise instead.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Sounds like a pretty good substitute to me. I'm into it.
There we are. Get over here.
Oh my gosh, you saw the You Got Served episode? Yes. I wish that we had a currency of unicorns. That would be adorable. Kimitron, wait a sec, this is your first Doig Swift stream. Are you sure? I feel like you've been here before.
Wow.
Are you sure?
Did I see Jordan's fight graph on Twitter? Yes.
Yeah, I did. I thought he placed me very well.
Did he not place you on really wants to fight but will kick my ass?
I
on the
really
scale?
want to fight them, but they will kick my ass. Yes.
Nice.
I think Jordan understands that it'd be very entertaining to fight me, but that no one could ever win.
Gotcha.
You're never up early enough to catch these. Well, we're late today. We're late. Ah! I'm so annoyed about it. But yeah, I was happy with my place on there. Did you guys get onto his chart at all? Night night, Miss Sugar Pop. Sleep well. We got crow mail.
Oh wow.
Hold on, I gotta take this. It's from Stamps' foot. Stamps! Stop fluttering around! Okay. Wasabi Cheetah says, I demand of my crow noises. There. Stamps is up and about now. Thank you for waking him up.
It's raining outside, so you can feel bad now. Had to fly through the rain.
Doesn't... What? Stamps stays in. He stays in his little roost when it's raining.
Oh.
I wouldn't force him to go out.
I thought the whole
The
thing
messages get delivered to him.
virtually.
No, via his, I don't know, his
crow
mail
network.
chutes. Yeah.
Okay. And
then the entire purpose of Stamps is to fly from a
the
floor
corner
down
of the room. Are you kidding?
to us to deliver them, so we don't have to go to the mail chute.
I have to confirm with you whether this has been your headcanon the entire time or just because you don't want to feel bad because it's raining.
I wouldn't ever make him go out if it was raining. What, make him battle the elements?
That's what postmen do.
You should know, crows are weak to rain. They dissolve in the rain.
They don't dissolve. They get really cool coats and shiny.
They dissolve in the rain. Stamps dissolves in the rain. Stamps must be protected. Stamps doesn't have to go outside if he doesn't want to.
Okay. I thought I would do some BGs for you today.
That'd be amazing.
Voiding pen. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at a verse saying I think that's witches.
Yeah.
And Ola saying, but it's a crow. They're out in the rain always. No! They're not.
And
They're
I thought
smart birds.
Voiding Pen linked me a Tumblr that had a whole bunch of the backgrounds in the episode. So this one's the Crying Titan. I thought this was a good side-on view.
Ooh.
It could be quite good if I take the background element and split it, and
Yeah.
then we could have some parallax.
You could have the fingers as well. On the very edges of the screen, and we could do parallax with them, so when you get to the edge of the screen they kind of overlap a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was going to do that today.
Is Crow sponsored by Stamps.com? No, we're trying for a sponsorship because that'd be amazing. Kimitron, he's a hooded crow.
So, I guess I'll get my little lasso.
Talk about it's not our place. We made our flatmate get the crow hatch installed. Devin, good morning! What if the crow is a witch? But it's very possible. So I'll be continuing to rough in this fight. Doop 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 doop. Ah, this is where I got to. I am using some footage from Guilty Gear to figure out this moveset. Essentially, I found a character that moves like I think Mikey would. And I'm just re-sketching their poses. Let's see. There it is. There's the video. So you can see this is the character. Whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm just transferring the pose over to Mikey. And I'll add a bit of character flair where I see the opportunity to.
Oh my god.
What's up?
The selection tool in this is bogus.
So, I don't know if we've... How did we decide on the 3 backgrounds you were going to do?
I
Or
think
only one?
I think we had decided, but I don't remember the decision. I know that the Crying Titan was one of them. Battle Nexus, I think, was another one of them. And there was another one that was more neon-y. Might have been Times Square.
Yeah. Oh, there's just so many good ones. I don't want to, like... I'm sad that we're not going to get, like, the Mama Train or Magic Townhouse. I'll live with it. Psychofox, need any more screaming? I don't know, man. Oh my gosh, if I had mutagen, can you imagine? Stamps would be my ultimate ninja. Oh, one thing that I should say is Mike and I started watching Kipo.
Oh yeah.
We've only watched up to episode 2, but we started watching Kipo, and it's so good so far. I adore it. It feels...
Kipo in the sauna toes.
Kipo in the sauna toes.
Keeping us on our toes. Kipoing us on our toes.
Okay.
Don't make the... Oh. It was good.
You haven't heard of Kipo? It's called Kipo and the Wonder Beasts. It's on Netflix for me, so it's pretty accessible. And it kind of... It's got a really interesting feel that I really love. I adore the action scenes. They're really fun and inventive. There are a few times you can see that, at least so far, there are a few times you can see that they were really ambitious with the animation and didn't quite know how to deliver on it. But I think that actually makes me like it even more, because I love seeing people be so ambitious with like the concepts that they're trying to animate, with the stuff they're trying to show. Like, it's definitely got a charm to it, and it feels quite Ghibli-esque, I feel. Yeah, I think if you like Ghibli films and you like the kind of worlds that they have and they show there, and you like the kind of monsters they have and they show there, you'll probably like this.
Yeah, I would agree. That'll do.
And it's a cool, unusual story that I haven't really seen told before in animation so far, so I'm super into that. So the head's more like this. His shoulder up.
Neebs asked, I just noticed your reference in there. Are you a fan of Woolly Wolves, I see?
Oh my gosh, yes I am! Yes I am. There he is! Woolly and Reggie. Doing what they do best. Beating each other up in fighting games. Yeah, I'm a Woolly Versus fan. I really like his stuff. I was a fan of Super Best Friends back when they were together with the channel. The intro song is dope, but it's so short. Yeah, that's really true. That's really true. Every time the intro song comes on, I'm like drumming my fingers along to it, and then it's over.
I don't think I've heard it.
You must have.
I must have, but
it just comes up when Kipo comes up on screen, like the
Oh.
purple text.
I do love the pink text reveal Kipo thing.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a series that's doing things that a lot of other series aren't. It's trying new stuff, and I really appreciate that. I'm super into it. I'm looking forward to watching more. Big recommend. Yeah, I will forever miss Super Best Friends too. I really enjoyed their content, but like I'm happy that hopefully they are all happier now. Morning, Tib. Oh, the Kipo, the new obsession. I mean, if it stays as good as it is at the minute, then it's going to be something really special. So I'm really excited. I also think the background art for Kipo is super duper nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's something very, I don't know, homebrew about it. Like, it doesn't feel like... There's something about the backgrounds, but I don't necessarily feel like they have the polish that's normally pushed onto a bunch of backgrounds in production. But I really like that about them. I like that you can like see the brush strokes and the rough edges. Like, it gives it so much personality. So much more personality than more kind of sterilized shows have, I feel. That's one of the things I saw first about it, that I was like, oh, Mike, look at the backgrounds.
Yeah. I like the world building. The world setup is very, very intriguing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I read. Yeah, Scrab, we're talking about Kipo. We just started watching it. We're only on episode 2, but it's so good so far. I really love it. What's it with all these amazing animated shows, huh?
Okay. So we got our foreground. Now I'm gonna need to fill in the background.
So actually, like, the character's pelvis is going backwards in this frame, which is interesting. So I get to kind of forget about keeping that consistent for a second and shift it backwards.
I'm probably just gonna do a patch job.
Oh wow, you sent Rad the creator fan art and you talked for a little bit. Oh, Bert, that's so cool. Also, the creator's name is Rad. That's amazing. That's so awesome. Hey, I'm Rad. Well, Tib, at least that's a good thing to have to catch up on, you know? You've got like a bunch of amazing shows waiting for you to find the time to watch them. At some point you should have like just a warm, cozy pajama animation day where you just sit down with like a vegan hot chocolate and you get in your jammies and you just watch like a bunch of good shows and chillax. But yeah, Kipo is like really enchanting me at the minute. I'm really enjoying watching it. It's another show where I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Every episode too. Like, I get so tired of shows where I can predict the plot within the first 5 minutes because it feels like all the screenwriters went to the same screenwriting school and they're all going off the same formula for an episode every single time.
Yeah, if you're like, okay, I've figured out the setup, and now I'm just waiting for the payoff.
Yeah, like I know what the payoff is going to be, I just have to wait for it to happen. Now you really want cocoa. Me too. Hot cocoa does sound good right now. It's like really rainy and grey outside as well, so it's like the perfect time to have hot cocoa. Oh, it's short for Radford, and he's a rad guy. That's cool. Rad. Oh, Robon, you didn't like the first season of Kipo. The second one, though, you really enjoyed that. I didn't even know there was a second season. I'm happy. I have more to look forward to. And yeah, geez, if you didn't like the first season, then and you liked the second season, then I might like the second season even more than I like the first season. I guess we'll see where the first season goes, though. I am only on episode 2 at the minute. I'm hooked in, though.
Yeah, I had to disturb your late night doodles, your chill down doodles to watch it with you. I'm glad I did.
Aww.
It was fun.
Me too. It was nice to watch it with you too, because the episode that I started watching, the second episode before Mike and me were watching it together, but I was watching it while I was drawing, and so I missed a bunch of the stuff. So it was kind of like seeing it for the first time.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Tib, that's that's the big mood right there. She likes, how do I do that? You mean procrastinate? A capitalist work-based society has forced me to devalue anything that doesn't directly profit me monetarily. The feeling that you can't relax because, like, you should be working instead. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it, and it follows me everywhere. Which is probably why I doodle a lot while I watch stuff. Because I'm like, well, I'm still doing artwork. Might not be artwork for the project I'm doing, or, you know, artwork that's directly related to other gigs I have on, but hey, I'm investing in myself. But yeah, you need to have a break. You need to refill that fuel tank, you know?
Yeah.
If nothing else, because discovering new shows can give you like new inspiration and fire you up creatively again. I mean, look at the Turtles. Like, I discovered that show, I love that show, and it's given me like such a creative fire to make a bunch more stuff. And it feels really good to like feel this inspired. I was starting to feel like I was too burnt out to feel this inspired. You know? Hopefully Keeper will do the same thing too. I definitely think it makes a big difference, like refilling your tank with stuff you like. Because we spend the entire day as artists taking stuff out of our tank, like out of our brains, out of our inspiration pool, to drive us forward and keep us making cool stuff.
It's nice to make a deposit.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Make a deposit in that bank of inspiration. You enjoyed Agretzko, but you wasn't sold on season 3. I haven't watched season 3 yet. I started trying to watch it on Netflix, and then I realised that it was subtitled. I remembered. And I was like, well, I can't work while I listen to this because I can't tell what they're saying. So,
Oh, no.
but I'm still excited to see what it is, what it's about. Oh, Kimitron, you liked it. Season 3 came out and it's so good. Relax, more like reworking, am I right? Oh, no. Oh, your contract's getting extended a month, which was very bittersweet. Well, congratulations, Tib. Like, it's cool that they obviously love your work if they're asking for more of it. So what's he going to do after this motion? He's just throwing them both forward.
I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm going to keep his hands together in that case. Rather than separate them. Just because, like, his weapon, it doesn't really make sense for him to separate his hands.
I'm a particular fan of this background. I think whoever was involved in designing concepting, painting, and color designing this environment, I'd kiss them.
I kissed him. They might not want your kisses, Michael.
They might not. That's why I said I would.
I would.
Not that they would be, because that's determining fates, and I'm not into that.
So I could probably make this. I might have to redesign this post to make it stronger now that I'm putting the arms together. Just because when you put the arms together, it kind of weakens the pose.
Oh, put your arms together.
Put your arms together. This pose will work though, with the arms together over the head. And we can swing the Kasari Fundo around as well, which will be nice. We can have it do this kind of thing. I'm gonna move the end of it over so it's got more movement. Ooh, that's a nice stretch. Enjoy that. Yeah, you were looking forward to a break, but getting paid another month is also good. Yeah, I feel that. The duality between wanting to continue working and the enjoyment you get from doing a good job and getting to work and being productive versus the need for a break. But you watch most stuff dubbed because you're a filthy casual. I watch most stuff dubbed just because I don't... Like, if I'm watching it while I work, I can't focus on the screen. So the way for me to, like, enjoy the show is usually more audio than it is visual.
We did not update the print story yet, no. Thank you for the reminder, though.
Oh, but we'll let you guys know as soon as we do, for sure. Oh, Roban, you suggested Dragon Prince. Yeah, I've watched that and I've enjoyed that. There are some things, there's some things and some parts that I wasn't as huge a fan of, but I did feel like the tonally it does feel close to Avatar: The Last Airbender, and like a lot of the characters I really liked in it. I thought it was well written. So I'm excited to hear that that's got another season coming, because I was interested in where they left the story off. Bamo, you're like, no Dragon Prince. You can definitely tell that it was inspired by Avatar too. Like, they even call the different seasons books, just as they do in Avatar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I think a lot of maybe not a lot of the same people, but some of the core same people worked on Avatar as worked on Dragon Prince. And I think they were deliberately trying to, like, capture that feel.
Gotcha.
I think one of the things that Avatar has that maybe I miss in Dragon Prince is I miss that every season they were like in a new land, and the lands were very distinct and had very distinct cultures. Whereas with Dragon Prince, it feels like it takes place mostly in the same kind of environment. They'll occasionally visit a different type of place, but it's more like one long journey across one land than it is you visiting many different lands with many different cultures. So it feels like there's a little less variety there. But I do think it's a good show. Yeah, I think one of the same writers works on Dragon Prince. I think the actual creators though, was it Brian Konietzko and Michael?
I forget their name.
Di Martino or something.
Sounds plausible. Sounds. It's saying yes in my brain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were involved in it, but I don't know for sure.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Oh, the main character was also Sokka's voice actor. Really?
Interesting.
That is interesting. As the tip says, there we are. Michael Dante Di Martino and Brian Konietzko, with Aaron Ihaz as head writer. And which one of them worked on Dragon Prince? The tip says, I find you lose some cultural tones and original intent in subtitles, but you can still hear the tone through the VAs. There's a weird cultural disconnect where English voice acting doesn't work with the stories, tonalities and dialogue styles of anime. If I want to focus on animation, I keep IP audio?
JP, Japan.
Oh,
Japanese
sorry.
Audio.
There was a mark on my screen obscuring the J. And just remove the subtitles. Yeah, definitely there's nothing. I remember when I was first getting into anime. Back when I was a teenager. And they all came like, of course I chose English language on the DVD menu screen.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, the quality of English voice actors trying to do intonations of Japanese voice actors. So cringy and so bad and so unnatural feeling.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't carry over, or I don't know why it doesn't match more sometimes.
Yeah, it's the great mystery. I always wondered about it. Whether it was like the voice actors just weren't very good, or whether the direction of the voice actors was really bad, or, you know, whether it is just a thing where it's culturally, in order to represent it, you have to try, but English speakers just like don't.
Or don't feel like they can.
Just aren't able to get the same feeling across. Sister Crow Mail, Crow Mail. Morning, Tiramisu. We are sorry that we are late this morning. Crow Mail.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there is a dripping sound all around us.
It's because this flat is leaking. Wasabi Cheetah says, clean your screen, golly! I hate filth. Covered electronics like, grah!
We're not here to fight. We need your help.
Even though literally every time we talk to you, you double-cross us, kidnap us, or threaten to destroy everything we love.
Maybe we are here for a fight.
Guys!
Seven Chords, thank you. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Good morning. Or evening for you? Good evening? Also, yeah, how you doing, Tiramisu Art? Thank you guys so much for the hearts. You have a small homework break. Hey, how is school going? I saw that you were having to go back to studies like just a couple of days ago.
He was a yes.
Coop113, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you. Just putting another towel down.
And this guy is drawing. Thank you for the follow. At the minute, Mike is creating a fighting game backdrop using existing art from the series Rise of the TMNT. So he's painting in the bits which are going to be behind stuff and turning it into like a layered drawing rather than a flat drawing. And I am using Guilty Gear footage to rough animate a moveset for Mikey because we're making a fake trailer for a Rise of the TMNT fighting game. So that's what we're up to. What were you guys up to in the stream? The best part, maybe I woke up for a fight. Night night, just a Jen.
Nighto.
Tiramisu, what you studying? Lay that knowledge on us. Ooh, lots of Monster Hunter. Nice. La da da da. It was fun, but oh my god, Behemoth is difficult.
We usually get US dubs, Ole.
Yeah, we do.
Is there a Naruto out there with a Bristolian accent?
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Oi, Sasuke! Get your butt over here, we have to learn some ninjutsu! Oh my god, Sakura is so hot! Do you think she wants to go to the dance with me? Sasuke! Do you want this now?
Kind of want that
I
to
kinda
exist.
Want this now.
I'm trying to think of anything that's particular to Naruto that you could say.
What does he call that move where he multiplies himself?
Something no jutsu.
Alright mate, take a look at my clone no jutsu!
Clone no jutsu.
Can you imagine?
I think it's like Kage Bunshin or something.
Kage Bunshin! Hello, hello, hello. That would be the worst thing. I'm so glad that they didn't do that. Evelyn, this fella's a bit of a knobhead, isn't it? He reminds me of that meme of Goofy saying Source-K. I don't think I've seen that. Goofy saying anything is wonderful. Bless you, Goofy.
Bless you.
You brought me so much joy in my life. Shadow clone jutsu. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
See
Kage
you,
Bunshin.
Eve.
Bye bye.
Gosh. A Stream Alert used to be our pal Kevin doing a Goofy impression.
Oh yeah.
He's so good at it. It just sounded like we'd just taken a clip of Goofy. Okay, let's ignore what that back leg is doing and just assume it's doing what it's meant to be doing and not.
You're like a cat that doesn't know that it can't. That it's trying to scratch and it kicks itself in the face. Let's just ignore what the back leg is doing.
Yeah, just ignore it. Like, nobody look at the back leg. I'll fix it on the second pass through. It'll be fine.
No, fix it now, India.
Oh, come on.
No, because it'll just take
alright.
you longer to fix it in like tie downs or roughs.
Oh my gosh, I hate that you know about the production process now. You can use actual like knowledge and true facts to best me
Get her done.
in verbal combat. Get her done.
You've taught me too much.
I have.
Too powerful
You've become
now.
too aware of how animation works. His pelvis really comes up there, and mine really doesn't. fix that.
Have we? I think I've seen a couple of Sonic Mania Adventure episodes. Not all of them yet, unless I have. I don't know.
Oh, Sonic Mania Adventures. It's 6 episodes and a child special little animations by one of the people who made Sonic Mania, and they're really good. Tyson Hess directed them, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Did he work on Sonic Mania? I don't know if he did.
I guess he might have worked on stuff around Sonic Mania.
He might have. He's a Sonic champ for sure. He's involved in a bunch of their projects. I saw the... If the Chow one is Chow in Space...
Then you saw that one.
I saw that one. And I loved it. I love Tyson Hess's work so much. I think I saw some of the shorts, but not all of them. I think I'm the same as Mike. Oh, Tirazu. Well, I hope you had a nice break. Go get him. Kick that study butt. I forgot if you you didn't. Did you say what it was that you were studying? And did I just miss it in chat? He and his wife did them. Oh my gosh, a power couple. Oh my gosh, what does his wife do? Is his wife an animator too?
What, Tyson Hess's wife?
Yeah. I didn't even know he had a wife. My wife. Heck yeah, kick butt. Finance study. Go study that money stuff.
You can teach us.
Yeah, so you can teach us to take care of our finances properly. We need help. Your best friend did the backgrounds. Whoa, Rowan, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, please tell them they did an amazing job. Heck yeah. Animation power couples, APCs. I like that. It's good. I'm always interested in the dynamic. Like whether it's two animators, like Small Boo, or whether it's like an animator and a background artist. I would come up with another example. I feel like I should have one, but I don't.
I was about to say, if you were about to say that's like us, I was gonna like.
No,
throw
I
things
wasn't.
at you.
I do feel like I know of one, but I've forgotten.
Even though right now you're doing animation and I'm doing background art, I still don't consider myself.
Yeah, no, I don't consider you a background artist either. Even though that's something that I ask of you frequently, because you're much better at it than I am.
Wait. She introduced you to us.
Yeah. Let's see. You're gonna have. Do we have names? Can you say names? Can you say names, or would that be an invasion of the privacy?
I mean, she's probably credited on the thing.
I don't know if people tend to use their handles more now than actual credits. Because we've certainly done that on Knight's projects.
Yeah.
Say my name. Craig McCracken and Lauren Faust. Oh yeah. I forgot that Craig McCracken and Lauren Faust were together.
Who were they?
Craig McCracken.
Kidding.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna say you don't make me take out my Wonder Yonder hat again. Wait, that was that
Yeah.
Craig McCracken? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The other one that I really like, and it's not a power couple, it's just a creator, is Thorin something. The guy who made Flapjack. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
He has an amazing name. Oh, the Pesmat, I'm sure you will be able to. You keep that dream alive. Is this good enough? I don't know. Do we just want good enough? I don't know. Warring between like making it more than good enough. and just wanting to like get through the majority of it.
Well, it's great you have that liberty, isn't it?
Huh?
Where you have to make a choice about whether you keep it like that or you make it better. It's a good thing that you have that choice.
You sound so aggressive when you're saying it. Like I can't tell whether you're like berating me or you're actually happy for me.
It's just like if you were a car in Fast and Furious, you're like, should I press the NOS button?
Wait.
Most people don't have a NOS button, India. Most people can't be like, I can make this better.
A NOS button?
Yeah.
What's a NOS button?
The thing that makes the cars go fast in Fast and Furious.
Oh.
The extra ejection thing.
The turbo button.
Yeah.
I mean, are you mad about it? I can't tell.
I'm not mad.
Are you giving me a compliment?
Yeah. It's like the equivalent of saying like first world problems for an artist. Oh, should I make this better?
Oh, right.
I
Well,
don't know.
You know when people say first world problem, it's kind of like shut up about your problems because then.
Yeah, that's it. That's
So you kind of are.
There's a little bit of an edge of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jesus.
What a complaint to have. I'm like whether you can make something better or not. Most people are just like, I've done the best I can do, and I don't know how to fix
all right.
it.
I'm sorry I said anything. Jeez. Gotta crank that knob.
That bit went way further than I thought it was gonna.
Whatever, man. I'm just gonna skew this boy upwards. No one will know except for you, and you're not gonna tell anyone, are you? No, you would never tell anyone.
You would never tell anyone.
This will do. I've decided.
Okay.
Okay. Look at all the ones that are happening. This is because they did them in 3D. These ones wouldn't be happening if this was 2D. This is why I shouldn't have chosen a 3D thing to emulate. Because of all the wands. On account of all the wands.
All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna rotate a little bit forward on his hips.
One crying titan.
One crying titan. One crying titan. Nice job, Mike.
Oh.
Is that your tummy?
No.
What was it? Your butt?
It was low. No, it wasn't my butt. It's just lower than my stomach.
It's lower than your stomach, but it's not your butt.
Yeah.
What was it? Your pelvis?
I don't want to talk about it.
You want to talk?
I don't want to.
What's going on? Is it tummy tello?
Yeah, sure.
There's a strange groan emitting from Mike's body. And he's being
I
weirdly
don't want to
secretive about
talk
it.
about it.
Did it do it again?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm either hungry or gassy. Whatever, man.
One of the two. Who knows what it could be?
I don't know.
I guess I'll eat and then we'll find out.
Punctuaries
Yeah,
like could be from the bowels or the intestines.
Maybe I should subtract some of
Right.
the frames. At the end of the last session of animation that I did on this last week, I started just not adding in the in-betweens that the computer had obviously added in.
My ovaries. Sure.
Add this little bit here. Like there's an in-between here that I just didn't add in. Because it was obviously like an auto-generated in-between. So like maybe that's something that I should be aware of. I deliberately do.
Yo, Habbo, how do?
Hey Abbo, how's it going?
That was my stomach.
Oh, cool. I didn't hear anything that time. This will be on a 1-2, won't it? Yeah. Like, yeah, look at all these ones you doing. What you doing these ones for?
If I press Control H, does it hide?
Bananas.
Nope, it doesn't. Okay, cool.
It going okay? Just working? How do you? We're doing okay. I am having fun doing these damn turtles. Trying to learn how to do the fighting game animations. Realizing where they have chosen to smooth out their animations by allowing the computer to add in-betweens. Regretting my choice. Regretting my choice to add all of these in-betweens. It will make it look nice and smooth. It will also be a pain when I get to clean up / tie down. I guess we'll see then.
Remove some of them then.
Maybe I will just go through and mark all the keys, and then we'll clean the keys first, and then we'll see what we can get away with, and where it feels like we need more, we can add another clean, and where it feels like we don't need more, we can just leave it.
And that'll be an exploration on that will be useful for everyone.
Yeah, well, it will be useful for me because it will save me time.
But you get to do will learn.
I do get to do learn. That's one of the cases where you put time in and more time comes out. One of those rare cases. You take the time to mark your keys and somehow you gain yourself more time by then not having to clean up every single frame. Okay, I'm just gonna have to delete this upper body because the back needs to do a reversal. It's a spine reversal. It's a spine reversal.
Do 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 do.
His head doesn't travel very far though. From one to the other, surprisingly. And I feel like that can be strengthened, that pose, in terms of the arm positions. Yeah, cleaning ones in a modern style like Rise, which shouldn't have line ball. Good luck with that one. I think this might be the first... Sorry, Mike, what were you going to say?
Sorry, no, you go. And then I'll answer Habo's question.
Okay. I was going to say, I think this might be the first animation that I actually use the pencil tool to clean up.
Ooh.
Rather than the brush tool. Because especially with these poses that are very close together, I feel like being able to adjust my lines using points is going to really help me avoid that line boil.
That's cool.
And keep everything feeling consistent. I'm done.
Habo, what I'm doing is I've taken a background from Rise of the TMNT, and what I'm doing is I'm making different layers out of it, painting behind and in front, so that we can create a stage background out of it. So that is my plan. So I started out with pretty much this from the show, and I thought it would make a really cool battle stage. So I extracted out the foreground hands and fingers, and then I've added in just a rough sort of like color block and a little bit of stuff below, because I feel like when you jump, we might parallax in height as well, so giving us a little bit more.
Nice.
And added a bit of glow just for some atmosphere.
And in terms of the moving elements of this background, what we're thinking? We're thinking dust particles, we're thinking...
And putting in the foreground. What's that?
Or what we're thinking in terms of the moving elements of this background.
Dust particles would be good. Yeah, I can do that.
Are we thinking to have like swords with the wraps of their handles blowing? Are we thinking maybe dust clouds traveling across the screen, foreground?
All of the above. Let's say all
I
of
can
the
make
above.
us a nice dust cloud using Toon Boom's morphing feature
Cool.
that we can just drag across on a peg.
Okay. Let me make note of those in my head.
In your head,
Yeah.
you're making... Maybe you should make note of them on a document or a piece of paper.
I'll put them as layer names inside this file.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. It's gonna have to plastron turn to side, please. Cool. Okay, and then we have the actual hit. I gotta put my dressing gown on, it's cold! You don't understand the difference between ones and less here, so it's going to be interesting to follow this. Oh, right, okay, well... In general, animators will work on 24 frames a second. At pretty much all time. But they can make life a little bit easier for themselves by holding drawings for multiple frames. So, for example, just because you're animating a walk on 24 frames a second doesn't mean that you need a new drawing for every single frame of that, i.e. 24 drawings, to describe the motion. You can probably get away with doing that walk on 2s, which means that every drawing you do holds for 2 frames. So rather than doing 24 drawings, you could do 12 drawings and just hold each drawing you do for 2 frames. So that would be working on 2s. Some people enjoy working on 3s, where they hold each drawing for 3 frames instead, etc, etc. So ones tend to be very good for fast motions, because then you can put in more information, essentially. If you have 6 frames to describe a hit or a punch, you can do 6 drawings instead of having to tell it in just 3. So they're really good for fast motion, but they're kind of difficult to keep very consistent, because if you have something that's going on 24 frames a second on ones all the time, you have to be able to really keep your drawings consistent, or things kind of boil all over the place a lot and it looks really odd. It also means that if you're doing it with slow motion, then a lot of your in-betweens are going to be so tight together that it's going to be an absolute nightmare for you to do, and the results might not even look that much better than if you'd done it on 2s. So, oh, you can be an alpha and do 25 drawings in 24 frames. How would you even do that?
As far as I know, you wouldn't be able to, and how about Joshin?
Sometimes you can get 2 drawings into 1 drawing by using smears. And you'll see that a lot, where people will you'll have an arm position here and an arm position there, and the in-between will be like, what? Or something, and you're essentially getting by adding multiple limbs, you're faking that you're having 2 drawings there, and it smooths out the motion. So you're essentially having 4 drawings instead of 3.
Oh, cool. Super cool.
Yeah. So you'll see that a lot. Akira uses both 1s and 2s and other things. Animating 1s is good practice to make it consistent. I think you should use 1s where it makes sense to use 1s. I think you get just as much practice being consistent with 2s or 3s. You know? A lot of people won't want to do stuff on 1s if it's very slow, because it's such a nightmare to in-between. And I would agree with not making too much extra work for yourself. But if you wanted to try a fast action on 1s, then, I think that could be a lot of fun. So the more you do on 3s, the more smears you'd need. No, you can do things on 3 and it looks perfectly fine without needing smears. Smears are generally for if you don't have enough frames to do what you want to do. Like if you have a fast action, you want to show someone slapping someone else with just 3 drawings, then one of those drawings might be a smear to get more information in there.
Yeah, you also don't. Yeah, you don't have to have like your animation doesn't have to pick one. It can change.
Yeah, you can have 2s, then 3s, then 1s. Like if you look at here on my timeline, this is a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then this poses on a 2. Then this is a 3, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6, another 2, a 4, a 1, a 3, a 2, a 3, a 1. So you can switch it up as you go through your animation depending on like how fast the action is.
Thanks for the host, Delmain.
And what you want to show. Spencer Wan does pretty much everything on 3s, and his animation looks so smooth and beautiful. So he's a great person to look at if you wanted to see like how 3s feel. They feel quite crunchy. How you do it now is you animate on 1s but lower the frame speed, like 6 frames a second, then you modify them to match the pacing you think would feel right. So if you're adjusting the frames per second, what you really want to be doing is just keeping it 24 consistently, but adjusting how long you hold each drawing for instead. Because that'll give you way more wiggle room. Because if you change the frames per second to 6, then if you put 1 drawing in there and only hold it for 1 frame, it's only ever going to be able to be the equivalent of, say, 3 or 4 drawings on 24 frames a second. You're never going to be able to dip below that and do a faster motion because you're limited by your frames per second playing the drawing slowly. Whereas if you do it at 24 frames a second and hold your drawing for 3 or 4 frames instead, then you get the same timing, but you then have the option to use 1s or 2s and make it even snappier if you want to. It just basically gives you the full roster of time to play with, and you'll get the same result. You just want to make sure that you're holding the drawings rather than changing the frames per second overall, if that makes sense. Did anyone remember that scene from Friends where Monica says random numbers to explain sex?
I do.
Yeah, smears on motion blur, says Tib.
Do you remember that, India?
What?
Do you remember that part of Friends?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember a lot of Friends. Lower frames is for the stretching out of the animation. I'd recommend that you do that by holding your drawings for longer rather than changing your frame rate. Because that'll teach you a lot about how 1s and 2s and 3s work as well. Like if you want to learn that kind of stuff, there's no better way to learn it than to use them. And see what effects you get. It's best not to remember any friends. I consider myself lucky.
Le sword. Cool. And then go here.
Here we go. Oh, interesting. You're limited by the number of layers you can have in Procreate as to the number of frames you can have. That doesn't sound very good. Procreate.
That doesn't sound very good.
What? Darkbot, you've got comfortable working on 4s. Cool. I think a lot of different artists have different preferences for what they enjoy working on. I like working on 3s. I just think they feel really nice, and crunchy is always the word that I used to describe them, but there is something crunchy feeling about them that I really like.
Yeah, if you can, give Rough Animator a shot. I think it's free.
Yeah, because I can understand why you're changing your frames per second in Procreate if you're limited by the number of frames. Sorry, number of layers you can have. I have Rough Animator, but I don't think I've used it yet. I bought it like, it's going to be so fun.
Don't worry, it's a test.
Yeah. I bought it being like, it's going to be so fun to be able to animate like fun stuff on my iPad, just like on the couch and stuff, and I haven't even opened it. I will though, at some point. You tried using Rough Animator on your 6-inch phone. It's good. Is it? Did you have fun doing it on your phone? His weight needs to go over that foot. You want some feedback on the dance animation you did? I can give you some feedback on it if you want. What kind of feedback are you looking for? Just how to make like the motion feel smoother or more realistic, or what? What are you looking for? And I will.
What you want?
I will supply. But it's so cursed. It's okay. I can still critique the animation even if it's cursed. No curse can stop me. There's no pressure sensitivity and it's hard to control, but the program is nice. Okay, that's cool.
If you click too often in Clip Studio Paint.
Why did you instinctively read 6 inches bench? I don't know. Why did you? Darkbolt says, when I tried to animate like 15 years ago, I was brute forcing working on ones and I never got anything done. And neither did I have any time to think of techniques. Going more crunchy is faster and I enjoy how much I can get done simply by drawing less. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like doing keyframes. I find that... Sorry, Mike, what?
If I click... if I click too fast, it thinks it's a double click and it ends the selection and it messes with what I'm doing.
That's something I found while studying anime a lot, is I will do the keyframes and then I'll be like, oh, it's done. It doesn't need anything else. Oh. That's why I like to think of the in-betweens as being icing on the cake, you know? Like, the keyframes are the cake batter itself,
Now what?
making it functionally a cake. And then the breakdowns are like all the flavorings you want to put into that cake to make the cake like taste good and be its own individual thing. Like, do you want a mint choc chip cake? Oh my gosh, is there such a thing as a mint choc chip cake? I need to figure this out. But like, do you want a chocolate chip cake, or do you want like a sprinkle cake, or do you want an orange cake or a lemon cake? Like, the breakdowns will give you that flavor. And then the in-betweens are the icing on top. Like, they make it go down smoother. You don't particularly need them though. It's a cake either way. But they add that little bit of pizzazz on the end. You should never need your in-betweens to make something work, I don't feel. Unless it's a very, very slow ease. In which case, fair enough, maybe you do need your in-betweens to make that work. Choc chip cake probably exists. Can you imagine like a mint flavored cake, but like not a cake as in a cake bar, like an actual cake?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good. I'm like intrigued by this concept. Maybe I'll try and make one sometime, and we'll have to be the ones to try it. We'll see how it is.
You gift it to your parents.
What? Just keep it for like 6 months until I get to see them again.
Presumably you would make it in preparation for meeting them, but sure, you could make it now.
I wouldn't want to experiment with something that I'm going to give to them because I want to impress them. If I make a really bad cake and then give it to them, they're going to be like...
You would never hear the end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that cake you made?
I can never forget. Mint sucks, I don't know why you'd want it. I didn't used to like mint.
I don't like mint when it's in a lamb dish. I'm like, why? But
Oh yeah, geez, no, I hate that. I hate that. I don't know why anyone ever thought that was a good idea.
But outside of that, I'm fine.
I like mint arrows, and I like mint hot choc. Mint hot chocolate is a good time.
I've resorted to painting a layer mask because the selection thing is just horrible.
Tudiola says, Big Bang is a lot less funny than Friends, though. And Friends isn't really funny.
Who's saying they don't like Big Bang?
I think everyone.
Oh. The actress that's in Big Bang Theory was in an episode of Prison Break, but she was younger, and I was just like, whoa, you.
Was she a child in prison and she had to break out?
No.
I will accept no other answer. This is what should have happened.
She was not a child in prison, no.
Oh man. Nice long hold, I appreciate it. Thank you, Guilty Gear.
Prison Break After School Special Edition.
Yeah, I've got to say, I haven't watched a whole lot of Big Bang. I used to have some friends who were into it, so I would see the occasional episode when hanging out with them, but yeah, I never really watched much of it. Mainly because we didn't have the channel it was on.
Big Bang Theory feels like a show written to make fun of nerds.
It definitely feels like a show written by a bunch of people who don't actually know nerd culture at all. It's got that same vibe as, like, you know, shows with a full female cast written by someone who's not female. You can, like, just tell that the voice that comes through doesn't quite feel authentic to the material it's trying to reflect. You know, it kind of feels like that meme of what's his name? Christopher Walken, where he's like, "What's up, fellow kids?"
That's not Christopher Walken, but I'll let you run with it.
Who is it?
No, I just want to imagine Christopher Walken being in it, be like, "What's up, fellow kids?"
What's up, fellow kids?
I'm walking here is also not Christopher Walken.
I know. I just like saying it with Walken instead of walking.
Okay, he's walking there. Yeah, it's Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. Okay, but yeah, it feels like that meme. My point still stands that it feels like that meme.
Yeah, what's up, fellow
nerds? I'm also a nerd. You can tell by the fact that I put in Star Wars. Hey, I'm shopping here. Look, I don't know my actors. Those two look fairly similar.
The best shows out there is still Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Is Curb Your Enthusiasm the one where they do improv?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. What's the one where it's a bunch of improv comedians? No one knows. That's okay.
Big Bang Theory was actually originally two separate shows. The show about nerds and a series about whatever Penny was in that show. Then they just slammed the two series together and it all started with that Big Bang.
I guess Penny was just girl as seen through eyes of 30-year-old male comedy writers.
I think was she not trying to be an actor?
I don't know. Probably.
I think she's trying to star in movies and stuff.
Probably.
I don't know, man. I've only watched like
Oh no, my cynicism is showing.
8 series or a bit or something.
You've only watched 8 series of it.
I had it on the background 1 year.
Uh-huh. Wow. I mean, I think it says a lot that you can't remember like any of her aspirations.
She was in a movie about a gorilla, I think.
Okay.
So I think she was trying to be an actress.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always funny for me when you have an actor playing a character who wants to be an actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird double dip.
Is that
What?
Is that a term?
I don't know.
All right.
You have a problem with the term double dip?
I know. I just feel like that is also some used. I feel like that would be used elsewhere.
It is an ice cream.
Okay.
Google seaweed animation principle. Oh, animating flowy things like hair or something. Yes. Girl, the show. You know what? I wouldn't put it past Hollywood to write something like that. You don't double dip the chip. Never double dip. I don't know. I think when it comes to chocolate, you can double dip. Like, I'd go for a double dipped ice cream. Like, what if you want to, like, dip it in, like, fudge sauce or caramel sauce first and then dip it in chocolate afterwards, right? I feel like double dipping is actually the correct way in that scenario.
Someone's gonna clip this and take it out of context.
I think you're the only person here who has a problem with double dipping.
I remember I was in a company. It's just like a company just starting out, and they're like, "Tell us something about yourself. To introduce yourself, pick something odd or like memorable or whatever."
Oh wait, Pesmat, do you see double dipping as like you dip the chip, then you take a bite, then you dip again? Because I was seeing it as you dip the chip, then you dip the dipped chip. But I can understand why you would have a problem with having a dip that has had someone's half-eaten chip put in it. Double dipping cuties. You dip their food in communal dipping sauce anyway. I mean, if it's brought to your table or something in a restaurant, you're going to kind of assume that that's okay to dip.
And yeah, you're just as bad. Are you mixing dips?
Oh my gosh, guys, I'd do that, yeah.
You have your own multi-dip thing and you just go to town on that thing.
I would never multi-dip in a communal dip. But I will 100% multi-dip in my own dip. I will mix that mayonnaise and ketchup. I won't actually mix it, but I will dip one, then dip the other. Induce banned. I've become banned from my own stream. Just for my dipping habits. Can't believe this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this. This is oppression. Mixing mayo and ketchup is good, is it? I've never actually tried that. Oh, that's cool, Pesma. That sounds really nice. Yeah, I'd figured that would be pretty normal. Habbo, it's my usual dipping habit.
This is a really...
Mayo is wrong. Hey now, I love mayo. Mayo's great. What are you talking about? Have you guys ever tried mayonnaise with pizza? Dipping your pizza into mayonnaise? Because you guys ain't lived till you've tried dipping your pizza into mayonnaise. And you take that from me, someone who loves pizza.
Weirdo.
What? How could you?
How could I?
Michael, you have to stick up for me.
I don't have to do anything of the sort. You on your own.
You figured it out. Crack the code. Is this a stream? I'll stream a horror stream. Hey! Look, you guys, don't knock it till you tried it, okay? Mayonnaise and pizza. A match made in heaven. Born to go together. You just gotta trust me on this, okay? Look, would I steer you wrong?
Yes.
You can trust me. Look at this face.
Shit, they can't look at this face because you've hidden
You can
it.
trust me.
You've hidden your face. How can they trust the face you will hide?
You have to imagine it. Imagine a very trustworthy
Imagine a
face.
trustworthy face.
Imagine Christopher Walken is looking down on you and he says, dip the pizza in the mayonnaise.
And you're like, okay, Christopher Walken, I trust you.
Don't disappoint him.
I trust your bird tones.
Yeah, don't knock him until you've tried what he suggested. And Christopher Walken said, dip your pizza in mayonnaise, fools.
Mr. W says.
Mr. W.
Says double dip your pizza in the mayonnaise.
It's real good. You got to try it, guys. Trust me. Trust me once, and then you never have to trust me again, okay? Trust me once to dip your pizza once, and then...
And then you'll trust me forever.
Yeah, then you will trust me forever.
No, you will never trust me again because my advice is bullshit and you'll regret it.
You don't have to trust me again, but I'm not threatened by that because I know that once you dip it, you'll go and love it. So I don't need to be worried about it.
You realize that if the expression not trusting you again means their trust in you has ended because you've betrayed them.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that happening.
You're not worried about it. Then just say, then you'll trust me forever. You'll keep trusting me.
Okay, then you treat trusting me forever. There you are. Are you happy? I said it.
Okay. You don't get how
So pedantic. You know what I mean?
You don't get how trust works.
I do. I understand how trust works. Do you trust that I understand how trust works?
No.
God, trust me. I think you are the one with trust problems here, Michael. Turned it around on you. Ah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. How did that feel?
I painted on the wrong layer.
Egg flavor sounds disgusting to me. Mayonnaise doesn't taste like eggs. It just has eggs as an ingredient. It's made from eggs, but it doesn't taste like eggs.
Really? What does it
I don't know
taste
if we're
like?
actually still talking about mayo. I'm assuming we are. Garlic sauce on pizza is also good. Are we talking about pineapple on pizza and how it's the correct choice? Ask Gordon Ramsay. I'm not going to ask him anything. He'll yell at me. I'm scared of him.
He'll yell at you.
Yeah. Mayonnaise is an emulsion. Yeah, actually, you know, I can see that. Yeah, that's fair.
Does that just mean it's a mix of stuff?
Oh, try Japanese mayo, mucho ego. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Is it very different?
Is it called Mucho Ego?
No, I think that's an expression of how it tastes.
Oh.
Pineapple is so wrong. Pineapple on pizza is the best, you guys. What? I don't know why people have such a strong opinion on it. Maybe because it's like the only fruit that goes on a pizza.
What's wrong with fruit on a pizza?
I mean, nothing if it's pineapple. I've heard some people have banana on pizza. I've never tried that, but I'd be willing to.
And that's what sets you apart.
I mean, you can have meat and pineapple. Like, that's the correct choice. Is to have pepperoni and pineapple, because the pepperoni is spicy and strong, and the pineapple is sweet and light, and together it's like a sweet and salty combination of goodness.
Yeah, I would agree with Punctuarius in that if you overload your pizza with pineapple, you're in for a bad time.
If you overload your pizza with anything, you're in for a bad time. Though.
Yeah.
It's not just pineapple's problem.
Having a little bit of pineapple on a pizza is good. Warm pineapple is good. Yeah.
Warm pineapple.
Italians everywhere are shaking.
Look, they don't have to like it, but I like it. I think it's great. You know? Sometimes you discover things that you wouldn't think would work together, and they do. And then that's how we push forward as a society, is by discovering these things.
Isn't...
Yes, you heard me. Pineapple on pizza is the next step in our evolutionary process.
I mean,
That's
isn't
what I'm
Hawaiian
saying.
pizzas pineapple and ham?
Yes, but
And-
I think that's an invention of the New Yorkers, not an invention of the
I know
Italians
it's not
who originally made pizza a thing.
Oh, alright, okay.
So I think for pizza purists, maybe pineapple is offensive.
Right.
Talking to all your pizza purists out there.
Directly.
It's called Hawaiian because it's exotic. I thought it was called Hawaiian because pineapples are exotic. Like, pineapple is the kind of thing you would imagine to find on a beach somewhere. You're walking along a beach, you find a pineapple. What do you do with it? You put it on your pizza.
Sounds like a text-based adventure.
What about coconut pizza? Have people tried that? I think coconut's harder because coconut is, by its nature, very chewy. And so you'll finish the pizza and still have bits of, like,
What about-
chewy coconut stuck
Yeah.
in your mouth.
What about desiccated coconut?
That could work. I could see that being part of a sweet pizza.
Do you remember that sweet burger in I think it was Leeds?
A sweet burger?
Yeah, it was like a confectionery burger.
No?
I don't think I would ever get it again, but it was an experience.
Again? Wait, what was it?
We got it while we were in Thought Bubble. We went to a burger place with the friends and
Oh, yeah!
yeah.
What was that burger again? What was it actually that you had?
I think it
Oh,
had
it was a donut.
I think it had marshmallow in it as well. Like the marshmallow was the cheese.
The donut bun was... The bun was a donut. I tell you, that is the most American thing I've ever seen on a menu.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever get it again.
Is like, let's just, rather than using bread, let's use cake. It's like, okay, sure, I guess. Why not?
It was wrong on a number of levels.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
I need to
about
save
that.
my work. Let me NDA a second.
Nida. Ever put mascarpone on pizza? That sounds real good. I haven't. You gotta make sweet dessert fruit pizza. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I love my sweet and saltiness together. Like, so I can appreciate why people try to pair things like donuts with meat. But it felt too far. Mascarpone and berries does sound good. That sounds like a good time.
I need to remember what I'm actually doing.
Hava says, here we go! Save me from myself time, guys. It's our stream theme. I still don't know the words to this song. And something, and this is a song.
Thanks, India. Yeah. Good job.
Thanks. Alright. No problem. I'll clean that up later. It'll be fine.
Hey.
It'll be fine. I'll clean it up later. It'll be fine. Look, we're into one's territory again. It ain't my problem.
Okay, fine.
It actually is my problem. No one else's problem but mine.
I feel like that's leaking more.
Right. Every time the rain happens, every time it rains, that's the way that you use the word. Every time it rains, our flat leaks. And even worse, it leaks around where our computers are, so we always get super paranoid and end up putting a million pots, pans, and towels down to try and catch the drips.
I used to have a baking tray catch it in Buffy tent. I used to sleep in it.
Yeah, in fact, there were some streams where we had a buff cam showing her in the baking tray.
Maybe talk to landlord about it, maybe. Yeah, I think I might mention it to Declan again. I'm just...
Yeah.
like,
I don't suppose Declan will do anything about it though. Like, this isn't our flat. This is our flatmate's flat. It's his name on the lease, and he was here before we came. And lived here too.
like our computer stuff isn't getting hit with water, but like just hearing it pouring in, not
Makes you
pouring, dripping
paranoid.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because this entire room is windows. And the windows don't seem to function properly. It's actually keeping rain out of the building.
All right.
Yeah, getting water damage in the walls floor, that's true. That is true. And I do worry about that. Fix it in comp, yeah. Yeah, the comp artist will fix it, no problem. Doesn't matter if I've animated something wrong, the comp artist will fix it.
Hey. Raph will fix it. I'm Raph.
I'm Raph! It'll be fine. We'll figure it out later. This is future India's problem.
Cool. We got stuff now. We can have our swords in the foreground move. It's all good. I might move all of my layers over because I feel like I'm getting...
Got a bit of a recoil going on here.
Oh.
Got some recoil going on here. I like it when I can see the end of the timeline. It means I'm getting pretty close, yeah.
Maybe you could try a big umbrella. Imagine we just stuck an
Guitar!
umbrella. Feel like something else was going on the other side of the room just now.
Sorry. I just love it when I love it when we're playing really hard rock songs and they're like guitar. That's sometimes how rockers call for guitar solos. It cracks me up every time they do it.
What, they shout guitar and then
Yeah.
they start playing?
Yeah, you know how sometimes people in songs shout, "Take it to the bridge,"
Alright, okay.
and then the guitar's like, "Brown and brown and brown," and sometimes they're like, "Guitar."
I'll honestly say I've never heard that in a song, but I trust you.
Okay.
I trust you with the guitar.
Guitar.
Whatever.
Just listen to The Darkness.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, they're not the only ones who do it, but I think that particular one is taken from The Darkness. Yeah, I think India hears things in her mind. Look, don't call me out like this. Okay.
No one's calling you out, India. People are just describing what you've done.
Take it to the bridge.
I believe in a thing called... Oh.
Take it to the verse. Take it to the chorus. Take it back to the bridge. Take it to the second verse.
Take it
Take
on a
it-
second date.
Take it on a second date. Take it to meet your parents. Take it to
the fri-
preschool.
What?
Take it to preschool.
Preschool. Wait.
The
That's not the right order.
I believe in a thing called love. Guitar!
Explanatory music for the blind. Yeah, because you have to introduce something with sound for something of sound.
Prepare for another verse. Verse variant 2. Two chorus this time. Verse to the left. Bridge to the right. Guitar! Yes. like
Angavar, why am I being exercised?
Nice. Thanks, Angry Art. Team Swift.
Hey, don't make this as a versus. Don't do
Versus.
it. Don't.
Doig. Versus. Swift. Where's Indy's SoundCloud? I have a SoundCloud. I do have a SoundCloud, guys. Did you guys know I have a SoundCloud? I do, yeah. Oh, ye fools, not knowing of my SoundCloud. Whereupon I drop small 10-second songs. None of them are funny, though. Don't expect them to be funny. Let me tell you a story. The story about how I discovered that I had GarageBand on my iPad and therefore made 10-second loops and put them up. And that's the end of the story. That's what happened. I should make a song on my SoundCloud though, where I have a guitar solo and I go guitar.
Yeah,
Halfway
you
through
should.
the
Yeah,
song.
you should.
Yeah, but it's really grungy and dark before that happens.
I can have a dark shadow.
I don't wanna live this away. Guitar.
I agree with this. Yeah.
How easy is it to compose music? Very easy, extremely easy. Composing good music is where it starts to get a bit trickier, and that's what I'm currently stuck on. I do enjoy using guitar band. Guitar. I enjoy using GarageBand. It makes it very easy, which is nice. And I've wanted GarageBand like since college, but I'd never had a system which had it, and then the iPad came with it, so I was like, oh yeah, cool, finally I can be a rock star.
I can be a rock star.
Your emote's gonna be guitar. Maybe. Probably not. Especially since it seems to only be something that I've noticed. I brought it up thinking it was going to be that one of those things, but everyone was like, oh yeah, that does happen. But everyone was just like, wait.
Well, it's the way you're doing it. Like if someone's like, yeah, guitar, and then you'd be like, okay.
But that's not what they do. They go, guitar!
Well, maybe the Darkness do.
They do. Other songs have done it too. I swear.
Name another song that has done it.
I can't, but that's because I've got a bad memory. Not because it hasn't happened.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe I just need to make it into a thing. I'll make enough songs under enough guises of different artists. Do need to share my guitar playlist. It's like 90% butt rock and then 10% new metal. And I'm not going to apologise for having good taste.
Okay. Sure.
Did I say butt rock? I did! Yeah! I love it. You know, stuff like All Hail Shadow. We were talking about this song just yesterday.
We were, yeah. Well,
And
you were.
how good it is. We weren't. I don't like Shadow.
You don't like
I
Shadow.
don't like Shadow. There's an influx of bands with names about Turtles and Sonic recently, and experts are baffled. Yeah, what's with that, right? I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, they do yell guitar a lot in butt rock. It's true, Tib. That may be why I'm more familiar with it than other people.
Guitar. Your playlist has Disney, Slipknot, Marilyn Manson, and Kraftwerk on it.
I love that. It's nice and diverse. A song for all occasions. What's that thing called? You forget, look at this photograph. Yes, Nickelback, right? Look at this photograph!
Look at this, India.
Why? Will it make me laugh? Nice. That looks awesome, dude. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Yeah, we got 3 or 4 layers now.
Looking good. So which layer do they fight on?
I think probably on this one.
Then you might
But
need
they'd be
another.
in front.
Yeah, you might need another foreground layer.
Oh, okay. For things to go by in the foreground.
Yeah, like those swords, for example. You might want the swords in the foreground, right? While they fight in the midground.
Would it cover them?
No,
or would
we
it
should
just be like lower kind of thing?
No, we should have it at the edge of the screen.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't have as much parallax on it, you know?
Okay, well this can be one of those. Spot.
You were trying to remember what the band was called, but you could only think of Nirvana. Yeah, that is incorrect. Nirvana have never screamed guitar.
Angover, yeah, so this is a fighting game background based on our background done for Rise of the TMNT, and India's doing fight animations, which are based on fighting game animation from Guilty Gear Strive, using the turtles as her character models, and we're making a mock-up trailer/video of a fighting game based on Rise of the TMNT.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Nightwish?
Yes.
Like, Tibbs's comment reminded me of it, because I don't know what Angel of Darkness is, the Nightcore version, though I might have to look it up after this. But Nightwish, that's a very angsty band right there. Very, very theatrical, which I appreciate. I thought you said Anja Vert. We can't handle a 4th Vert. Too many Verts. Oh my gosh. Wait, is that Nightwish? Wet leaves have fallen, sky turns to grey.
You just making that up?
No, that's
Oh.
Nightwish.
Ever dreamed a dream?
I wish I had an angel for one moment of love.
That's Nightwish.
I wish I had your angel, your words are merry enough.
Oh,
I want a whole album of you singing Nightwish songs.
oh my gosh, Nightwish is so good.
I like that you're choosing the male parts to sing.
That's my favourite part.
Yeah,
We went to
pretty
karaoke
good.
and I did all the male parts because they're my favourite to sing.
What was the song that you did the male part for?
Wake me up inside.
yeah, and you were just like...
People seem to like it.
It was fun.
People seem to appreciate my rendition. It was a duet I did with someone. It was pretty good. Still listen to My Chemical Romance sometimes. Yeah! I haven't listened to it in a little while, but I still really like the melodies. Catchy stuff. Stream some karaoke. Oh man, I don't know if you want that. That's like one finger of the monkey paw kills inwards. You think you want it. If we like Nightwish, we should check out Unleash the Archers. Okay, I mean, that's a badass name. I'll check that out for sure.
Unleash the Archers.
I haven't heard of Black Veil Brides or Falling in Reverse. I should check them out. Oh, nice. For Rap Party 2 years ago, you did In the End by Linkin Park. That's a classic, Kimmy. That's a classic. Respect. Respect to you.
In the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
I liked In the End.
Yeah, it's a good song. Let's just have that spin around again because I'm not sure what to do with it. He can't take it into his hand. I mean, I guess he can, actually. I guess actually he can. I guess yeah, I guess there's no problem. I guess I'm just making problems for myself.
What problems you? Cool.
We're getting through them, guys. I'm going to hold that pose above his head more because I think that could be a really fun pose to hold. So that's going to happen now. Oh my gosh, I'd love to voice a gremlin from Gremlins. Are you kidding me? If they ever make a third Gremlins movie, let me know and I'll apply.
Okay.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to be one of the puppeteers and one of the Gremlins and get to do the voice. Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh no, now you've given me a dream. Look what you did. Now I want it. Oh no, please feel free to link a song, Mamu. I found a good band recently that I like called, I think it's Cibomato. Cibomato. They do like very interesting, chilled, almost experimental but not quite experimental songs. I think they aren't necessarily a recent band, I don't think, but I like them a lot. Very chill stuff. Let's see. Evelyn says, question about breaking down animation. I would take out the key poses from the reference and then do the in-betweens. Is that bad? No, that sounds good to me. However you feel like helps you study and learn the best, do that. But yeah, if I had a reference, like if I wasn't doing this frame by frame as I am, if I was actually like studying anime or live action or something, I would take the keyframes. I'd try and identify what the keyframes were, then I'd take those, and then I would choose where to put my in-betweens without looking at the reference, you know? I'd probably look at the breakdowns as well and try and either strengthen them or adjust them slightly to be what I wanted them to be. Which one is that? Do you mean the band I just said? Let me try and type it into chat. I might actually be spelling. Let me find the actual band name to make sure that I'm not giving you guys the wrong one. Oh no, okay, that is how we spell it. Okay, cool. So this is the band that I've been enjoying listening to. It's just very chill. Yeah, they're interesting, like, and I appreciate that. They don't feel like they're trying to be anyone but themselves, you know? You just went on Twitter for 5 seconds and you're done with Twitter for today. It's still a dumpster fire. Yeah, Twitter is, I like a lot of Twitter. I like the part of Twitter where I get to scroll past people's amazing art and animations.
So Fox is asking if you got the Twitter DM that they sent you.
Oh gosh, I think I might have and I've forgotten to reply. I'm so sorry, So Fox. I'm so bad at replying to people. I did the same thing to Devin too. She sent me a really nice Discord message and I have not replied to it because I keep forgetting. Oh, I'm the worst. I think I did, So Fox, but I'll check again just to like recap myself. What tends to happen is I get messages and I'm like, well, I'm working right now, so I'm pretty stressed, so I'll look at this after work. And then, of course, I immediately forget to look at it after work. But I appreciate the message and I will check it again. Sorry about that. If I ever don't reply to you guys and you send me a message, it's not because I'm like, oh, that person again.
Yeah.
It's because I have likely forgotten. So please, like, don't feel bad about poking me again. if that happens. It's a requirement for artists about social media. Oh, good, I'm qualifying. Three jobs. I currently have 2, so I'm kind of okay. You know, but hopefully soon I will have 1. Because one of them is starting to wrap. We're doing our best to get it finished on time. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Soon. Soon.
If we can survive. I've been trying to fill holes in production by doing some backgrounds and such, and learning that backgrounds are really hard, and I'm not very good at doing them.
Have you posted the finished girl waking up in a chasm animation somewhere?
That'll be Girl in the Glim.
Oh,
Like-
no, not yet. I'm still working on...
That's
still ticking away on the second shot.
you can hassle Mike about that. I've done my part. All the animation's done.
Yeah. I have been working on it in the background.
I do have to say, one of the things I've been seeing in social media recently a lot that I think is really cool is I keep seeing amazing pieces of art and animation, and like then going to follow the person and seeing in their profile that they're like 15 or 17, and like I just think that's so fudging cool and amazing. And to all you young artists out there, you are super inspirational. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job. You guys are like bananas. So cool. It's like super inspiring.
Yeah.
Super inspiring. Oh, he's calling out... Markiplier's calling out YouTube for being dumb and unfair. I like Markiplier a lot. He seems like a real stand-up dude. What is he calling out specifically, if you don't mind me asking? Is there anything specific to call out, or is he just being like, YouTube, blah? What about us old people? Yeah, we are! We are trying to, but luckily we live in the same world as the young people, so we can ask them for like advice and help. And hopefully they can teach us some stuff. It's just always like so inspiring to see someone so young like doing such amazing work. It makes me really excited to see what they do like in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Like how good they're gonna get. And also it makes me like even more passionate about getting better and like trying to learn from them. See you, So Fox. Thank you for hanging out. The youth, guys. The youth are killing it. Well done, the youth.
Well done, the youth. Keep it up.
I mean, I like to think, Darkbolt, that we all have the potential to shape the future. But if someone is like already incredible at like 15 years old, then thinking about what kind of stuff they'll be making when they're 30 is like super exciting to me. Shape the future. Rah! Mikey smash! That's what this pose is saying to me. So, as you're painting this background, Mike, do you feel like you're kind of learning anything about the way they approached it?
Bits and pieces here and there, yeah. I like the way that they use stark highlights to show like the rim light and stuff, but it also picks out the top edge and the bottom edge, because you've got the underglow of the lava hitting all of the planes of this Titan, Then you've got this cool light coming in from above, and it creates a nice complementary contrast.
You've got teal and orange happening here, right?
Yeah. I'm noticing that they use, if you look on these swords here and everything here, you were using a thin layer of like a color for a mist over that. So I'm now replicating that with this layer, which I'm going to soften in a sec. But
Oh, nice. Maybe we can then animate that in After Effects to like go across the stage.
yeah, it's going to be its own. It's going to be its own layer that we can move in parallax or whatever. So yeah, I'm learning bits and pieces here and there. Mostly I'm learning that they keep it fairly clean and simple.
Simple and clean.
One might even say simple and clean. I think I tend to overcomplicate my stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. Not with you specifically, but I agree with that concept of sometimes you look at an expert's work and you're like, wow, they kept it really simple.
I think what I need to learn really is how to create appealing dynamic shapes in a composition and have really strong light and dark contrast. I think I struggle a lot in establishing value relationships. So I understand stuff in theory, but I've yet to really feel like I've put it into practice in a way that I feel like this is good. So I much to my lamentation. My lament, much to my lament. But this is cool because it's like I'm filling in blanks and trying to stay on style while still providing something that feels cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good practice,
it's kind
actually.
of like it's kind of like painting restoration in a way.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Although you can't really see all of the parts that I've restored because they're now hidden, but
Yeah. But they won't be hidden all the time. Like there'll be times when you'll see them.
But yeah.
And then we go back to this. So I'm just going to do this pose as a key. This is where I start to get lazy. I'm like, screw those in-betweens. Also, I kind of want to hold this pose for a little bit. I might have to adjust this pose, actually. I don't like it very much, but I'm going to hold whatever that pose ends up being for a little bit.
Like if you look at these two fingers that are coming up here, like the shapes of them aren't overtly complicated, but the shape language they've used is very sharp, which communicates something. They've described the underside with this shadow, this really block shadow, so you feel the dimensionality of it, and then they have a bunch of texture on the top, but the contrast is lower, so you know that it's not a non-explicit. It's not like it's doing like there's a corner here, but it's rounded because there's slight texture on the top other than the bottom.
Yeah, it's not a harsh angle.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Simple is hard, yeah. And understanding things in theory but not in practice is a big mood, says Tibbs. Cough storyboarding. Yeah, agreed. I look at people who are good at it, and it looks easy from the outside, and then you try to think about how they made those decisions, and it's like, holy crap, I hope I can make as interesting decisions when I'm doing this stuff.
I think it's important to realize that it's not easy for them.
It's really not, yeah. Something that looks very simple and natural from the outside, they've probably agonized over.
I think a lot of us, when we're trying to learn something, we're trying to learn it to the point where we feel like it becomes easy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really do that.
This is off topic, but the Pesmat says, Moist Critical got a strike for a traffic stop video where a bunch of mascots get out and beat up a guy, and it's funny and staged. And Markiplier is demanding that he gets a strike too out of fairness, since he has that clip in a video as well. And I really like that Markiplier, like, he has a lot of followers and a lot of subscribers. And he knows that makes him a big name on the platform. And so I like that when it comes to the fairness of YouTube, he puts himself in the line of fire.
Yeah, rather than saying this shouldn't have happened to them, don't do it. It's like, well, if this happened to them, then apply it to me.
Yeah, then why not do it to me, YouTube?
Yeah.
Because he knows that he has leverage there, because if they shut down his channel, they lose a lot of revenue. It's very cool. Yeah, I think Punctuaries, I think that MatPat doesn't steal people's theories. I think he does like do the research and employ people to do research with and for him for the videos. And I think he tries to give credit wherever possible. I do agree with you that I enjoy certain parts of MatPat's content, but there's a tone he has when he does videos and live streams that rubs me up the wrong way. So I've never been able to properly get into it. I love Steph though. Steph's a star. Steph is his wife and stream partner, and she is...
What is one of MatPat's redeeming qualities?
Steph.
Steph
is his redeeming quality. Steph's amazing. She's really funny. And when he gets super duper angry, I don't know how she manages to keep her cool with him for so long, but she's incredible. What a lady. Yeah, I agree though. His videos and everything are always like researched.
He will say yes. Make him say yes.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you so much. The St. Jude charity stream. I don't think I saw that one. But that's awesome. Yay! Raising money for the charity!
If you'd like to know what to agonize over in art, you're very bad at iterative art. I find it incredibly difficult to try multiple versions of a thing.
Oh, interesting.
I've seen you do multiple versions of things though.
Well, but whether you find that like easy or a natural way to work,
Yeah.
or whether that's like a symptom of struggle is different, you know?
Yeah.
Like, are you doing multiple versions because you're not happy with it and you can't figure out how to get it in a way that you are happy with it? Or are you doing multiple versions because you're like, this person asked for a design, so I'm going to send them 5 different designs over? But yeah,
I think in a
I find iterative design... Sorry, Mike. Go for it.
I was going to say, I think in a client context, doing iterative design is kind of showing them you're working.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you work through a number of ideas to get to the one that you like best, you can show those and show them to the client. The danger of that is they might pick one that you like less.
Yeah. They always pick the one that you are like, oh, this is the crappy one. I find iterative design easy because I naturally end up doing a million versions of things. So it's natural for me, but
Yeah.
it might not be natural for you, Tib. Maybe it's just like, maybe you just enjoy working in a different way.
I think advice I would give is never show the client something you wouldn't want to go forward with. Like, you can show them a weaker design, but you just only show them what you want to go forward with. Otherwise, they're going to end up picking the one you don't.
Yeah, it's just sod's law. They will always end up picking the one you want least.
Yeah, don't show them bad designs you don't like.
I need to twist the torso around. The chest should be facing this way now. Time to adjust that drawing.
But if you're doing designs for yourself, then you can work in it whatever way you want.
You know, sometimes there's no harm in picking your first design.
Yeah.
Sometimes I actually wish artists would more often pick their first design. because some people use iterative design as an excuse to noodle away at something for months and months and months rather than actually get started on it. And it's like any of these would have worked. If you just picked one and gone forward with it, you would have been so much further along on the project right now. You finally run out of bed and it sounded like someone crushed a pack of instant ramen. Is that your limbs? No! Let's see. Tib says, I think a lot of it is perfectionism. As soon as I know something's not going the direction I want, you throw it out instead of giving it a chance. And it's often way too clean early on and you don't do enough quickly, too much line noodling. Oh, I see. Yeah, you need a crash course in how to not care about failure. And just like let yourself do bad drawings. There's a freedom that comes with that. You know what I find really frustrating? I say hijacking the conversation to make it about me.
People hijacking the conversation to make it about themselves.
Shit. It is semi-related though. One of the things I don't like about doing roughs is I will do a rough and I'll really like it. And I'll like the gesture of it and I'll like the feeling of it. And then I'll try to clarify it and turn it into an actual drawing. And will be completely unable to translate that into an actual drawing without losing whatever I liked about it. And that's so frustrating. But yeah, Tib, I'm not sure what to suggest for that. Other than just to like force yourself to make bad drawings and not care about it. Make bad drawings and post them up and be like, these are my bad drawings, behold! And there is another aspect too though of like, if that's the way that you work naturally and you don't feel like there's a problem with it, then you shouldn't necessarily need to change it. Hey now, I feel like we talk about ourselves a lot. And that's an uncomfortable thought to me.
It's like 3 years worth of us talking about ourselves.
Yeah, there is. It's not great. It's not great. Okay, and then
This is not working.
then we head back to... Oh, we're not even going back to... Is this default pose? This is not default pose. What are you doing?
Yeah, becoming comfortable with bad drawings is
Okay, that's default pose.
good advice.
Yeah, because you're going to make them sometimes, you know, it's just going to happen. That's default pose. This is not default pose. We've zoomed in. That's interesting. Good to know that the camera zooms out and in depending on what attack you're doing, presumably to like show more or less of the screen. It makes sense that when the characters get closer together, the camera would zoom in, and when the characters are further apart, the camera would zoom out. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So this is a new attack that we're doing here.
Yeah, what you lose out in the rough stage is the design stage. Because if you have to design clean, you're probably going to take less risks, because if you're doing something you're unsure of, then and you're having to do it clean, you know, you're not going to take the risk. You might need to find an appealing or a nicer design or a method of doing it.
Let's have a look at what we got from that little bit of replicating of movement there.
Doig Swift, since you split so much work as animators, how do you know the shapes and colors will work in the final combined piece? You don't. Often, well, okay, so there's multiple stages to an animation pipeline, and one of those that connects animation to background art is layout. So you'll do a rough black and white piece signifying like where ground planes are going to be and where the character is going to be placed in relation to things that will be framing it. And so backgrounds are based off of that layout stage. So if you skip the layout stage, then you're kind of riding by the seat of your pants. But there are often, once you put colored art lines and characters on top of backgrounds, then you can actually make a full assessment of like, where do we need to pump up or reduce contrast so that this character isn't having to act against a lot of noise, or I think it just comes down to experience. We're currently at the point where we're putting colored characters onto backgrounds for the first time, and it's scary. So
Yeah. Cue India realizing that she's drawn everything too big. But that's okay, I can use a peg to scale it down. So that's what I've done, is I've just attached a peg to the character and done a little scale starting from this frame to try and make sure that they stay of a consistent size. I think part of the problem is that, like I said, the cam on the footage zoomed in, and so I naturally started drawing bigger without realizing. But we haven't done any cam on this yet, so we really want the characters to stay of a consistent size until we figure that out.
Oh, color scripts as well. Yeah, thanks, Tibbs. I'd forgotten about those.
How could you forget about color scripts?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Mike does a color script for pretty much every production we do.
So often I will base my backgrounds off of the rough thumb of the color script that I've done. Yeah.
I almost forgot that here when Mikey propels himself forward, I was going to change these poses to make sure that it has like a burst of fire underneath him to motivate his double jump here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Since the character in the footage has this like really nice effect that happens when they do a double jump there, where it really telegraphs clearly that something's happening. I think we could do something similar for Mikey, but using the fire from his Kasari Fundo to make like a wheel of fire underneath him. So that's something that I'll do tomorrow. I just forgot going in that I'd said that I would do that.
Oh, I see what's wrong. I've got this.
But yeah, we got another move. We got another move in there, and tomorrow we'll do another move.
That's super cool, indeed.
Until we get to the point where he can throw a truck across the screen, and I have to animate a truck being thrown across the screen.
Are you going to just do one drawing of the truck that moves?
No, I'm going to do multiple drawings of the truck, but probably not more than like 3. Probably they'll all be based around the same drawing as well. And I'll use reference from the show, because I want that to be a reference to the show, so I'll find frames of the truck and probably do a combo of drawing over them.
Cool.
And like inventing stuff. Yeah, making moves and making him do the things. And then we have to worry about the person he's fighting after that.
They're asking you to play it.
Oh, the entire thing.
Do you want me to... I can bring India's screen up so that you can see it fully if you want.
I'll show you what we have so far.
Hang on.
For our roughs.
There you go.
And we are about just under 2/3 of the way through right now. So it's going to be a short clip of fighting, but it's meant to mimic gameplay. And we have yet to put the other character in. So this is what I have so far. There were a couple of things I was going to adjust. Number one, I don't have any idle animation at the minute yet. And I was also thinking that the second move should go straight into the jump, just so that there's not so many pauses in between the moves. I think that's a side effect of the fact that the footage, I've like cut together bits with the move I wanted, but I've cut a lot of them starting from an idle position.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so we'll make it flow together a little bit better. And we'll have another character in there with them fighting. It's been really fun, like, repurposing the moves and getting in some of Mikey's keys.
So,
Like,
so he's doing the moves, but he's doing them in a Mikey way.
Yeah, like, for example, let me find a good example. So we're throwing up the peace sign here instead. And the idol is a pose from the show instead.
Yeah, it's just for more clarity, Angavar.
And then I've thrown the leg out here because I found this Mikey frame. From the show that I've been using to keep him on model, where he's in more of that pose, so I adjusted the pose to make it feel more Mikey. Same with this. This is a pose from the show that I've repurposed to make that pose feel more Mikey. So I'm using like a combination of the reference from the game and the reference from the show to kind of try and smush them together into something that is this guy's moveset. Like, he's very obviously referenced and traced from this footage.
Yeah, you want to be very open that you are using everything that you can to help do this.
When we eventually put this out, I'll say that I've taken footage from this and essentially just repurposed it. But also trying to inject some of the character into it. So I've got like a bunch of frames that I've grabbed from the show that I can use for different poses in the fight.
Yeah, I think a lot of the purpose of this isn't to invent so much as showcase and be authentic too.
Yeah, I'm inventing where I need to invent.
Yeah.
Like, there are parts where I'm going to have to invent stuff, and that's going to be fun.
Being inventive with the source material.
Yeah. Such as the part where the truck comes across the screen, because unsurprisingly, there's no move in Guilty Gear where you get to throw a truck across the screen. So that's going to have to be all me, but I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, you could maybe look up Dio from one of the fighting games for JoJo, because he yeets a steamroller.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have a look.
I think he throws it down, but...
We're going to have to throw it down too.
Oh, okay.
I think he could throw it behind him.
He could pull it from behind him, yeah.
Pull it from behind him and then it falls from above. Or we can have it pull it from behind him and it goes across the screen. I think pulling from above might work better, because it'll be fun to have it actually like fall in and land on the person. But yeah, anywho, we should call the stream because it's effing 11:42, Mike.
Yeah. Well, this is what I got done today.
I'm so excited to put the characters onto that background.
So we got multiple layers, parallax layers of these fingers. We've got the Titan in the background. We've got some foreground swords we can put in.
I'm happy to animate some flowing material on those as well.
So say that they get to the edge of the stage and these can come in or something.
Yeah, nice.
There's some foreground just as well. The reason that I'm doing more explicit length to the foreground is that that's going to move more than the background is. So things like the Titan might not move all that much. They might just be kind of like this and then like this.
Yeah, even that's probably a bit extreme.
Yeah, like we were only probably going to go from here to here in the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might I'll either do more painting tomorrow, or maybe I'll throw some of this into After Effects. The way we're going to set it up is I'm going to have a camera, and then we'll just dictate where the camera moves, and then all the parallax stuff will automatically do it.
Yeah, perfect. That's what we want.
Cool. What would you like to use for today's VOD thumbnail?
I think I'd be hesitant to use the background, just because even though you reconstructed bits of it, this isn't our art.
Yes, I would agree.
So maybe I'll find a frame from the animation.
Okay. Cool beans. Maybe I'll use a fade of like this art, but make the main thing your character.
Yeah. Yeah,
We'll
you could
see.
fade it out and put the character pose above it, maybe.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but we're about to end now, which is good because I need the toilet. We have to go. Must use bathroom.
Alrighty. Well, let's find someone to raid.
Referencing older TMNT shows for new moves. We could do. I might reference some of the older games. I know that Injustice 2 has the turtles in there, so it might be cool to look at some of their moves. However, that is another 3D game, and they haven't made any efforts to make it appear 2D. So that's going to be all ones all the time, which is going to be a bit tougher.
I'm gonna raid Pokori Mew because they hosted us yesterday.
Yeah.
In saying that, maybe she ended?
Pesma, I will steal
No,
all
she's
of your
fine.
toilets.
There we go. Initiate the raid. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Yeah. See you, everybody. Have a really good day. Best of luck with all your work. Kick ass.
Yeah. And until then,
May the rest
of your day
be filled
with
adventure.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.